Hello, business partners. My name is Clantis, and welcome to Clantis on Business. So, without further ado, let's get into this video. So, this video is going to be a heavy topic, but it also has a happy ending sort of thing. So, let me start here. I know that I do not talk about this a lot on my videos, especially the YouTube education space, because I feel like every time when I want to talk about it, I may scare off some people that may be interested in starting their own YouTube channels or maybe want to grow a personal brand on other platforms like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or X, whatever it's called these days. And I feel like I do not want to be responsible for somebody to have fear or develop fear because of the topic that I'm going to be talking about on my channel. So I saw another YouTuber talking about this and I thought, hey, maybe I also need to talk to my own audience about this very topic. So the first thing that I want to emphasize when you are going to grow your channel, YouTube channel, or you want to grow your Instagram or TikTok or whatever platform that you want to build a personal brand on, is that now is the right time to start your YouTube channel or whatever platform that you want to start your personal brand on. This is the right time. There is no any other good time than now. So if you've been thinking about it, all you have to do is sit down, set up, click the record button and start talking about whatever it is that you want the world to know about, especially if it's an expertise or a talent of yours. Maybe you're good in drama or skits or entertainment. Let us see it, because let me tell you, there are 8 billion people on this planet, and then there are people who take an interest in what you may think is uninteresting. For example, if there is a niche called ASMR on YouTube, meaning that where people are making noises like this, just making noises like that, and there's an audience for that, you do absolutely nothing. All you do is crush paper, crush something that is going to sound soothing into somebody's brain or emotions or whatever the case might be. So can you imagine if you start your own YouTube channel and you do something that you may think, this is boring, nobody's gonna watch? People will watch. There is always an audience where you may think this is going to be boring. Same goes with people that say, I live a boring life. If I start a vlog, people are just going to watch me do the same thing every time. Yes, there are people who will be interested in seeing the mundane things that you do on your vlogs, the mundane life that you live, whether it's indoors or outdoors, whether you are alone or you have people around you. There will always be an audience. So right now is the best time to start your YouTube channel. Right now is the best time for you to start your TikTok page. Right now is the best time to start an Instagram page and then start building your personal brand. The second thing that I want to talk about, this is just the good stuff, the foundation that I'm starting with. So once you have decided to sit down and click the record button, because this is the right time, you need to ensure that whatever it is that you are going to bring to your audience has value proposition. That is so important. Whether that is dance, that is part of entertainment. Somebody will find a dance challenge very entertaining. They might even engage it by also trying the dance challenge out. If it's a skit, and it's a comedic skit, the fact that people will laugh, that is entertainment, and that entertainment is value. Whether it is teaching people about money, that's under education. Of course, education content has a value proposition. Anything, absolutely anything that you are going to bring on YouTube that has a value proposition, that is exactly what people are looking for. You may think, this is boring. Yeah, boring for you, but for somebody else, no, it is not boring. That is how they get value from your content. Of course, it's important that you read the YouTube community guidelines. Just because I said anything, not anything and everything can be content on YouTube, because there are rules that you will have to follow. So that's probably one of the other stuff that is a little bit scarier, because YouTube does have policies that are long and some of them are a little bit complicated to understand. If you have access to a lawyer, then I would advise you to go to a lawyer and have them read the YouTube policies so that they can break them down in a language that you can understand. So probably that's another part that that may be a little bit scary for many content creators, but it's imperative that before you start a YouTube channel or before you start recording YouTube videos, that you do not violate any of the YouTube policies, because YouTube will delete your YouTube channel if you are in violation of those policies. The third thing that you are going to do as well as a content creator on any platform is consistency. On TikTok, you have to upload every single day. On Instagram, at least 3 times a week. On YouTube, at least once or twice or even 3 times a week. So all those things require you to be consistent, and consistency usually comes with discipline. Discipline comes from you knowing why did you start your YouTube channel. If you do not have a why you started a YouTube channel, then unfortunately your consistency is going to be a little bit shaky. It's important that your why is the foundation in order for you to have a successful YouTube channel, a successful TikTok page, or whatever the case might be. So do not take consistency for granted, because it is what will get you to your goal. So now on YouTube, once you start growing your channel, you get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, or 1,000 subscribers and 10 million YouTube Shorts public views within 90 days, then you are eligible to become a YouTube Partner Program, where now you can run ads along your YouTube videos. Again, provided that your YouTube videos do not violate any of the YouTube policies, as well as YouTube or Google AdSense policies. That is very, very important. And of course, the benefits of growing on any social media platform, particularly YouTube and Instagram, I think now these days, even TikTok, the more audience you get, the more doors of opportunities open to you, like sponsorships and brand deals, and other people want to collaborate with you and pay you big bucks. In other cases, you may even find yourself getting a job on television or in the movies or something of that nature, or you even get called to become an MC at weddings, at corporate events, and then you are able to charge them money. So having these sort of platforms, they do come with those doors of opportunity that open to you. So this is just the good part about you growing on YouTube, or you growing on Instagram, or you growing on TikTok. So we haven't gotten to the ugly parts, because the ugly parts are the one that I want to cover in this video. And then the last thing on the good side of content creation is passive income. I've already mentioned that the more you grow on any of the platforms that I've mentioned, particularly YouTube, the videos that you are going to post, and if they are evergreen, these are the type of videos that even months down the line, even years down the line, you would still be making money. That is passive income, that you'll be making money in your sleep. Many YouTubers will tell you that I make money in my sleep. That video that is making me thousands of dollars, I uploaded it 3 years ago, 2 years ago. Why? Because that content and the topic that we're talking about is relevant even to this day, 3 years later, or even 5 years later. So those are the things that you need to think about when you are going to start out as a content creator on any of the platforms that we have in this world. Now let's get to the scary parts. So with consistency comes this thing called burnouts. So you will be so consistent that for the past 3 months, I've been pumping content on my channel, or I've been pumping content on Instagram, or I've been pumping content on TikTok, and then out of the blue, boom, you are blank. You are stressed out, you are depressed, and you are crying, and you are just wondering, oh my goodness, am I a fraud? You will even have, if you become successful, you would have imposter syndrome kicking in, starting to ask yourself questions. Why me? Why do I deserve this? And all those stuff. Yes, all these things do happen when you start growing as a content creator on any social media platform. And I've seen a lot of YouTubers that will create a video and say, okay, the reason why I have been absent from YouTube in the past year is because I was struggling with mental health. I was pumping content every single month, every single year, every single what, to a point where I was burned out. And now I've been trying to recover. I've been going to therapy, etc., and so on. These are realities of content creators across the board. That is why it's important that as a content creator, sometimes do take a break. I know that I am one of the content creators that haven't taken a break yet. Fortunately or unfortunately, I am going through something with family, and that is, I think this is going to take me away from content creation for at least 2 or 3 weeks. So that break, I think I'm going to need it. However, though, I'm still going to be in a stressed out position because I'm having a very dire family issue that I'm trying to deal with. So I'm not quite sure how long my content creation is going to suffer while I am busy with family. But the point that I'm trying to make is, as a content creator, you are going to struggle with a lot of some sort of anxiety or sadness. Sometimes the sadness comes from the fact that your YouTube channel or your TikTok page or your Instagram, they are not growing. Instead, they're just static, and yet you are pumping your channel or your pages with content and nothing seems to be happening. No growth seems to be happening, and the algorithm seems to be against you. And then you are wondering why the algorithm is against me, and yet I am so consistent and I'm so disciplined in uploading videos. So that is one of the dark sides of being a content creator on social media. The second one, which is huge for me, it's trolls. Here you are busy working real hard, and then you're going to find those people, random people from absolutely nowhere that you had never met before. They've never met you either, and then they just come and say something horrendous about your content. Of course, usually negativity has a tendency of piercing the heart more than good comments. I don't know why that is. I used to struggle with this before, but now you can say whatever you want, especially the negative ones. I never regard them anymore. But before, you will find that 10 people said something wonderful. They were encouraging and they were positive and encouraging me to do more, and how they like my content, etc. and so on. And then there's one person that comes and just destroys that euphoria, that feeling of, wow, I did something great today. Yes, those people are there, and they can come in numbers sometimes. They're just coming for you for absolutely no good reason. Your content is great. Your content is adding value. Your content is, is educational or even helpful to a lot of people, but somebody is going to come and say something negative. I know it takes practice to kind of like numb yourself against such comments. So that is one of the other dark side of becoming a content creator, especially when your content creation or your channel is growing. You will also inherit such people. I don't know why there are people like that, but I also say it is a necessary thing to happen that also kind of like balances out the scale. And me, what I do with trolls, I use them to encourage me to do even more and annoy them even more. They usually fall away at some point when they realize that the effort in trying to discourage you does not work. So they kind of like leave. Of course, there will always be new ones and always new ones. Somebody's going to point out something. Somebody will other day point out why I have gaps between my teeth, and I said, go ask God. Me, I'm satisfied. Every gap in my mouth is just where it's supposed to be. How I talk as well is how I'm supposed to talk. How my skin color looks, that's exactly how my skin color is supposed to look. I have no right to change anything that I've been created into. Unless you do not understand that concept, clearly there's something not right with you. To ask me about the gaps between my teeth, why don't I go to a doctor and get it fixed? For what? For one good reason, so that you feel better. And then if I do it and then you come and say, oh, your teeth are fake, no thank you, I'm fine with my gaps between my teeth, and that's exactly where they're supposed to be. That is what I usually tell them when they try and think that by saying that they're going to hurt my feelings. No, this stuff has been said to me since I was a little kid, and I've got some money to fix my teeth, but I will not do it. So those are the things that you will also have to tell yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what, no matter what somebody says to me, negative thing, I am going to remain myself. So those are the things as well that you are going to go through as a content creator, especially when you are growing on the platform. Some people will be jealous of you simply because they don't have what you have, like a YouTube channel. And if they do have a YouTube channel, they will hate the fact that your channel is growing and their channels are not growing, and then they will troll you for that. So basically, the dark side of content creation, it is something that will happen anyway, but it is how you manage that. You need to look at the good things, the why, especially why did I start becoming a content creator? And you, the only one who has an answer as to why you started why you started a YouTube channel. If it's for money, then let the money be the motivator or the motivating factor that will make you continue to create videos. Sometimes, yes, growth is difficult. That's the last point that I want to make, that growing on any social media, it is not easy, especially on YouTube. You still have to convince the YouTube algorithm for at least 6 months to 12 months. That is why the 4,000 hours of watch time is given to you to accumulate in 365 days. Why? Because the algorithm knows that it needs to be convinced when you teach it what your content is about. So before these algorithms take you serious, that is why consistency comes so important together with your value proposition. This is not an easy journey, that much I can tell you. It's difficult, it is frustrating, it can be depressing if you are not careful. That is why I encourage that you take breaks. Do not be hesitant in taking a break. You can take a 2-week break, you can take a month's break. When you come back all refreshed. Don't forget to exercise and drink water and make sure that you keep your mental health healthy. Those are the things that I wanted to talk about regarding the bad, the ugly, and the worst part about being a content creator on any social media platforms, especially on YouTube, because I do YouTube education, so I'm just going to talk about YouTube. So anyways, guys, that is it that I wanted to say. And if you enjoyed this video, like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you next time with a new video. Goodbye.